Ding, 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 ding.
Just
How are you, brothers?
day.
How is everyone in the chat? How is everyone in the chat?
Just another day in paradise.
In paradise at the shit show that is Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Brian, were you expecting to wake up to the... What time did the second get announced? Were you expecting the news this morning?
I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, my time, which is what, 10:30 your time.
Yeah.
Do what you normally do. Check your phone to see, and let's just say my phone had been abused with the amount of messages, tags, whatever. And he's gone. Didn't work. Let's deal with it first. When he came in and appointed, I was over the moon and absolutely delighted. Absolutely thought we'd got the man to do wonderful things at Tottenham Hotspur. Very, very impressed with what he did at Brentford. Completely overachieved. And that's how you get promotions in your day jobs. It's how managers reach the top. They impress people with what they did at their previous club. Came into Tottenham, and whatever he was doing at Brentford just goes to show that he wasn't ready. It was a bad appointment. I got it horribly wrong. So did many of other fans, but I was very, very vocal in my feelings towards him in the appointment from even before. Remember, I said I wanted him before Ange.
Yeah.
He's come in, and everything that impressed me with what he did at Brentford, he kind of did a complete 180 at Tottenham Hotspur. I was going to give him time with the football. I really was going to give him time with the football, but his tactics, just where he changed things in at Brentford and adapted, he didn't at Spurs. The kind of get it to Porro to get to Kudus, hit and hope, just wasn't working. And then what really did it for me is not even his pre-match press conference, it was his after, immediate talks to Sky, BBC, to Spurs official channel going, yeah, I think we played well. We're doing things right. It's like, are you crazy? Are you not looking and seeing what we see? If he'd come out and said, you know what, this is not what we're trying to attempt, this is not what we're trying to achieve, don't know what's happening here, but we're going to work hard to fix this, stand with us because this isn't what we want to see, you'd kind of be like, okay, he can see what we're seeing. But he didn't, and it's the right move by Spurs. But it just goes to show, when I saw you guys outside the stadium the day after the West Ham game,
yeah,
and when Spurs were having meetings to decide whether he should stay or not, and they couldn't come to a decision. Since then, we've lost 3 and drawn 2 in the Premier League, gone out the FA Cup, where it really matters, obviously, the Champions League with the money we've won. And now they make the move. What was the point of January? Why even have him for January? And back it, or not? The whole club's a mess. The whole club's a mess. But it's the right decision, and he has to go.
Well, we'll get into hierarchy and how he's been failed by the club in a minute. I want to talk to you, just stick on Thomas Frank for a moment.
Sure.
Do you believe, as someone who was a big fan of his, even though you're saying it's right to sack him, I'm sure you still like him as a guy and a manager. Do you think, after what you saw yesterday, if we continued with this, we would have got relegated?
My opinion and estimations of Thomas Frank have gone severely downhill. Severely. And obviously I can't sit here and go, yeah, he's a top manager.
Yeah.
He's going to succeed everywhere he goes. He had his opportunity. When you have this opportunity, you've got to take it. I'll get back to Frank in a second with this thing, but you look at it, and Michael Dawson was saying it earlier. At Spurs, we've had the win at everything at every club managers. Black mark when they come to Tottenham. We've had the young managers, black mark. We've had the old managers. We've had every type of manager to try and get this done. And now we went more pragmatic and a guy, and they failed to get it done. But going back to your question, Sim, I was just doing a little live on Tottenham on Tour, and I started going through the fixtures. There really are no easy fixtures.
Yeah.
I mean, after the Chelsea-West Ham game, I was going on channel saying, thank you, Chelsea, thank you, Chelsea. I think we owe Manchester United a massive thank you.
Massive.
Massive thank you. And it was a great goal from Sesko. But that goal could have, please God, God willing, have stopped that. But, mate, do you know what? You say if we stayed with Frank, if they get this appointment wrong, it's still very, very viable. But with Thomas
absolutely.
Frank,
100%.
But the question is just regarding Thomas, sticking on Frank, do you think he
I
would have
put it this way,
taken us down?
I think that, look, there's no way any Spurs fan can sit here and say Spurs are too big to go down.
Oh, trust me, a lot of fans have been saying it. But I think yesterday, I actually think yesterday was a massive wake-up call to a lot of the fan base.
No, Ben, it's not a massive... I can understand what you were saying, but will it be a massive wake-up call where it needs to be? No, it won't.
No, I'm not talking about that. I think in terms about thinking if we can possibly go down, in terms of that wake-up call.
This is what we've got to look at. I mean, the way that performance yesterday, take away injuries, take away whatever, these players need to take a lot of accountability as well. No matter what you think about the manager, you get paid extortionate amounts of money to wear that badge and represent this football club. The minimum you should give is 100% effort, dedication, commitment, and respect to the badge. And these players don't.
Yeah.
As a whole. But Sim, getting back to you with the way things were going within the dressing room, and how the land lies right now with Tottenham Hotspur, if Frank was still here, I would say yes, there's probably more chance of us getting relegated than not.
And what for you?
To be serious.
For you, as someone who was really wanted him, what do you think was his biggest failing? Like, what led to him to this point? What do you think has there been one thing? Obviously, it's a multitude of multiple factors, right, of why it's failed. But is there one thing that you think is his biggest failing for you that is ultimately cost him?
I can only go on. This is my opinion as a fan. I'm not thinking at board level. What did it for me was his immediate reactions to matches. I don't know how a manager can come out in this day and age and see what we've seen. Very low XG, really poor style of play, hardly any threat, getting over a run and going, yeah, we're doing well here. We're turning the corner. Things are getting better. Just stick with... It's literally like he's watched a game from previous Spurs matches, like Pochettino's last season, where we dominated from start to finish. If Poch had said that, what Frank had said after those games, you'd be like, he's bang on the money. I don't know what football he was watching to come out and say, this is the thing that really got me. If a manager comes out and says, do you know what, this is unacceptable, this is not what we were meant to do, we were poor, fans, I apologise, or whatever, to say we're going to work hard to fix this. But the fluff he came out with, for me, that's what did it for me. I've gone through Nuno, I've gone through AVB, I can list a load of managers where the football hasn't been brilliant, but the results have been getting us over the line and papering over it, or plastering over it, should we say. And there's also been managers that have come out and said this isn't good enough, we're going to work, this isn't what we want. But to keep coming out with the stuff he kept coming out with, it was like, and then attack the fans. And then, after attacking the fans, going, we need the fans. It's like, well, if you stop bashing us, or bashing the fan base and then ask for our help, it's mixed messaging. The football was atrocious for a majority of it. I will say this as well. I mean, I'm not going to blame injuries as in what's fucked Frank over, because obviously Ange had it and other managers have had it. Us as a football club that have had this for so long and there's no major change in the medical department, as an organisation, if this was the sales department of Enoch or Tavistock and these kind of repercussions kept happening, they'd fire the whole department. Bang, you're fucking up, in you come. But as it's Tottenham Hotspur, oh, it's all right, we'll just leave this with this medical team that are in it, that are absolutely woeful, and would have been wholesale changes, but no. But managers, listen, I'm not using excuses of injuries for Frank. Ange had to deal with it. Jose had to deal with it. We all saw in that documentary.
Yeah.
But still nothing changes in that medical department. This club, if they operated this football club like they did Enoch and Tavistock, we would not be in this situation.
Absolutely. But it also goes a bit further than that from what you're saying before as well, because Matt Law did an article saying how he kept telling the players how good Arsenal are and, making a lot of kind of just comments about Arsenal where the players were just like fed up of it. Obviously, there was a picture with the Arsenal Cup, which was a mistake, whatever. You got Vinay there, who had been at Arsenal for 14 years. I mean, this guy just does not understand what it meant. He just never got it, did he? He didn't get what it meant to be Tottenham manager.
I mean, one of the first things that you have to understand at any football club you get in, let alone Tottenham, whether you be in Rangers, whether it be Inter Milan, whether it be Juventus, any club, even like Crystal Palace with Brighton, one of the first things you learn within the foundations of that football club is this is public enemy number one, and despite to keep using them as the benchmark is going to rub people up immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, I can understand any Spurs manager saying, look how well they're doing, this is where we want to be, end of. Not then going, this is what Arsenal do, this is what Arsenal do, this is what... and keep drumming in the filth, the filth, the filth, the filth. It's ridiculous. It just... do you know what? We are just a comedy. We are just a comedy of errors.
Yeah. I mean, what's the way forward from now to the end of the season? You mentioned, we're still not out of the woods. We're still banging this relegation battle.
Yep.
For me, if we have the same form last 12 games that we do in the next 12 games, that's 100% down. Like, there's no even question about it. But who can come in now to save us? Is it an interim role and to bring Poch back at the end of the season? What's your thinking on how we move forward from this?
Well, this is you would hope with Spurs making this move that they have a plan in place. But this being Spurs, they probably haven't. Look, I've seen a lot of people mention Harry Redknapp. And he's going to be an overwhelming favourite. And Harry Redknapp would be great for exactly what we need. Man management, build their confidence up and everything. But on a personal note, and I mean personal for Harry, the man turns 79 next year. 79, he travels from Sandbanks, and I said this earlier, I look at my parents who are about to celebrate 50 years of marriage, and my dad worships the ground my mum walks on. And with my dad's health as it is, obviously, spending that time that they have left together is the most important thing. Do I want Harry Redknapp having to like literally let him enjoy his time with Sandra? Let him enjoy his marriage.
It's only a few months, Brian. I'm sure he can.
Mate, yeah, do you know what I mean by that, Ben, is if he's going to come in and be the face and not have to commute to Tottenham 5 days a week, take training, blah, 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 and speaks to the players, whatever, and come down 2 or 3 times a week and be there on match days, I'm fine with that. Fine. But this guy's about to turn 70. This is what we do. You look at Pedro Porro. Ben, how long have you and I said this guy's an injury waiting to happen?
Yeah.
And how much he's overplayed. Well, this guy now, what can he do?
Yeah.
He can do what he needs to do.
Oh, boy.
What?
Oh, go on.
Wilson Odobert has suffered a left ACL tear.
Oh, my
Ding,
God.
ding, 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 ding. Mate, again, like I said before, this medical team hang themselves in shame.
Another ACL, man. Unbelievable.
There'll be no repercussions for him, for Land, for Vinay, for the people at the top. It's deflection tactics. It's deflection. We are in a sad state of affairs. Look, getting back to it, Harry Redknapp to be the face, got no problem with. I put a cheeky tweet out as I had to, as bring back Martin Yole. I'll take him, like, get Lange out and bring him in immediately.
He's also getting on,
mate. He's mate. I you know my feelings towards Martin Yole.
You don't care about his personal life and his spending.
Mate, look at that, mate. But Martin Yole walk in and tear the shit down. Right, look, how old is Martin Yole? Let me just check. How old is Martin Yole?
Probably a similar age.
Let's have a look. How old?
He's 70.
There you go. So he's got a decade on him. So yeah, got a decade, mate. He's got time. He's got time on his hands. Harry Redknapp, yeah, but with Harry Redknapp, I think you need to bring in a coach or something that can do all that stuff. The look, if it comes down to the man management and getting the players feeling like they're 100, like walking on cloud 9, it can only be Harry Redknapp. But you know what? It depends. Are Spurs looking at an interim? Are Spurs looking at we're not waiting for Poch. We got to act now.
No, I think it is interim. I think it is interim, and if it is,
I think we should go interim.
So, are you looking at interim for Poch at the end of the season? Is that where you're at, or you look at?
Well, like I've said to you before, I've said it to you privately. I've said it to you on here as well. I think I want Nagelsmann over Poch. And the only reason is if ENIC are still in control, I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
But you trust them with Nagelsmann.
Well, Nagelsmann will come in and bring a fresh approach and hopefully lay the law down. We've been here with Poch, and you got to remember, look at the team Poch walked into, and he's coming.
But the team Poch walked into, everyone was saying before Poch got here that they're not good enough.
Well, you look at it right. Let's have a look at it. Hugo Lloris, when Poch walked in over Vicario, now Hugo Lloris all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Walker and Rose. Let's not even have that discussion. That's fairly obvious.
Yeah, but Rose and Walkers weren't the players that Poch walked into.
No, but look what he took. But I'm saying,
But he turned them into those players.
Jan Vertonghen, Moussa Dembele, Christian Eriksen, Harry Kane.
Vertonghen was on the back of a bad season and wanted to leave.
Yeah, no, it was back of a bad half season under Sherwood.
The fan base weren't even sure about Dembele at that point as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he walked into a bigger mess than he is now. I
think we look back at that time and being like they're all great players because we remember them under Poch and what he grew them into.
I will take Nagelsmann and a fresh approach under ENIC.
I agree with Brian, by the way. I think I would prefer Nagelsmann as well. But
Because
we're not going to convince him to come, are we?
Mate, they're going to have to. Mate, the only way they're going to be able to bring in a manager of his quality.
There is no chance Nagelsmann comes here.
Is do what they did with Conte, and throw cash at it. I mean, they threw cash at Frank, didn't they? I mean, whether I wanted Frank or not, forget that. How in God's name did he become the third highest paid manager in the Premier League? Who did the fucking maths on that?
Yeah.
I wanted him to come in, and I got it wrong. But if I was bringing him in, would I make him the third highest paid manager in the Premier League? Hell no.
Absolutely. It's ridiculous. How is he paid
Insane.
more than someone like Arne Slot or something? It's just nuts.
Mate, you look at it, we went from Conte at 15 million to Ange at 5 million. So we saved 10 million there. And then somehow Frank got a £3 million higher contract. Who for being a great business ENIC, they sure don't make some fucking horrific decisions.
Yeah, but look, talk to me about interims, man. Because what? Johnny Heitinga, Ryan Mason, Jurgen Klinsmann, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Sherwood's thrown his hat in the ring.
Tim Sherwood.
Sky Sports.
Mate, do you know what? Honestly, first of all, Johnny Heitinga, when he came in and his agent said he knows what he's walking into, no, he bloody well didn't.
Or maybe he did. Maybe he did know the interim role
no,
sitting
he
right
bloody
there
well
for
didn't.
him.
Not the shit show that we are. Mate, do you know what? Honestly,
Maybe he came in and saying, well, look, if all goes down south with Thomas Frank, you're going to be the interim.
Tim Sherwood, I'm not advocating for him or anything, but go and watch Tim Sherwood's interview after the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
And it still rings true. At least Tim Sherwood will come in and he won't give a shit. We need someone to come in that will call it as it is and explain to these players that we ain't fucking around here. We are in deep, deep trouble. Deep, deep trouble. And the worst thing is, if we go down, should we go down, we are in a massive, massive problem. Stadium debt, players' contracts.
Everything.
But I'm pretty sure there's no release contracts. Relegation, sorry. Your wages go down because obviously it shouldn't even be thought of at Tottenham.
Yeah, apparently a journalist said there isn't relegation decreases in the wages.
We're in big, 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 big trouble financially.
Yeah.
Massive. Look, Jurgen Klinsmann, who I adore. One of the greatest strikers I've ever seen at Tottenham Hotspur. One of the most lethal. We know Tottenham is in his heart. We know his managerial career hasn't been the best and some players are against or have spoken out against him. He's come back once as a player and saved us. Could he do it as a manager?
I said that last night, but we do follow Korea quite closely, and he was a bit of a shit show for Korea.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but there's that happens with some managers, isn't it? Where they're shit there and brilliant there. Look at Thomas Frank, the roles reversed.
To be honest, I don't think his heart was ever in it, being Korea manager. Maybe if he came back to Tottenham just for an interim from now to the end of the season, maybe his heart would be in it.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. Look, if it was Tim Sherwood, at least he tells it as it is. Let's go through them. Sherwood tells it as it is. Klinsmann, you don't really need to go into what that man is to this football club and how he's idolised. Harry Redknapp. Who's the other ones you mentioned, Ben?
Mason.
No.
Heitinger.
No. No.
Why not Mason?
Mate, how the guy got sacked by West Brom.
Carrick got sacked by Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I know that, but this will be the third time he's been in charge, and this will be Spurs going back to some. No, just no.
He's got a higher win percentage than Frank.
Well done. He's played less games.
Do you not think that he will be able to get the wins we need to stay up?
No. And with De Zerbi, if De Zerbi comes in, I will not watch a single second of Tottenham until he's gone.
Why is that?
You know exactly why, Ben. I will not watch a single second. I will not be on any YouTube channel. I will not do anything. So I'm hoping it's not him.
So who?
Klinsmann, Sherwood, Redknapp, Defoe's coach, whoever.
Jan has got his A license coaching.
Oh, praise be. All day long.
Take Jan Vertonghen.
Oh, mate, you're damn right I would. You're damn right I would. Hell yes, I'll take Jan Vertonghen. 100% I'll take Jan Vertonghen. 1,000,000%.
I'd see what Jan can do. Why not? He's got his coaches. Get him and Toby in. They both retired, haven't they?
I'm saying get Jan in and Mason together. Mason to work under Jan Vertonghen. Hold the fort for Pochettino in the summer. Get Pochettino to manage them from afar.
You put in. See, now you put the caveat. Jan in charge, Mason. That I would accept. You sweetened the deal for me.
Get Tottenham people in that care about the football club.
Well, that would be one thing they'd do, but they don't do that, do they?
And get him to nut Johan Lang and Vinay while they're at it.
Mate, honestly, what comes first? A Vinay statement, a lounge video, or a combined video with them coming out with more bullshit for this fan base to swallow?
Yeah, let's see another 2-page spread in the matchday program talking about the ambitions of this football club.
Wait a minute, I've just seen the chat. Razor's just said, do you know what? I'll probably get some heat from this. I'll take Gareth Southgate.
You take Southgate?
I would, and the reason I say that...
As an interim?
Interim, yeah. The reason I say that, you've got to remember, when he took over as England manager, just before our World Cup, no one thought he'd get... I know he's got the creme de la creme of England, but if anyone had said, do you know what? He'll get us to a semi-final and 2 back-to-back finals in the Euros. Not one England fan would say that. Would I take Southgate to the end of the season? Absolutely.
In club football, he actually did a worse job at Middlesbrough. Was it Middlesbrough he got relegated with?
Yeah.
Than Mason did at West Brom.
Mate, I'd still take Gareth. Yeah, but now he's grown, he's matured, he's got international experience. That was his first managerial job. And look at the Premier League back then to what it is now. Gareth Southgate, if that's the route we went down now, interim, not full-time, interim, fine.
And but this was Mason's first real job as well.
Mate, you can keep banging the drum for Mason here, Ben. I ain't gonna change my opinion on him. I ain't gonna change my opinion. How sad is it at Tottenham Hotspur? This is what we're talking about.
I know, but this is where we're at.
This is what we're talking about as a football club and as a fan base.
We just need someone to come in and get 3 or 4 wins from now to the end of the season. That's all we need.
No, what we really need is someone to come in with £4 billion and say, fuck off, Enoch.
Well, that's what we really need. 100%. 100%.
That's what we need. Now, I will say now, if this fan base don't come together and throw everything it has at it, this rancid ownership and board, then we're never getting them out. This is the moment. This is the time. There's no Frank to abuse now. Get behind the team, granted. everything should be looking up at them, which I have said for years.
They're not going to sell if we're in the Championship.
Exactly. No, they won't, mate. And people think that people are going, yeah, maybe we need relegation. No, we don't. No, we don't. That will make them dig their. They won't sell this football club.
It'll be catastrophic. It'll be catastrophic for everything, mate, in terms of the money we earn. Yeah,
exactly. And the sad thing is, Sim, if we go down to the Championship, we ain't coming straight back up. We ain't coming straight back up, that's for sure. Look at our injuries now with this great medical team, and think how physical and how how often the Championship plays. We'd be worse off.
Yeah, but we'd have no European football.
Well, we've got no European football, mate. If we ain't getting European football this year, so for next season, so we can throw that away. But what you say, we ain't got no European football, but the Championship play every constantly, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's 42 games.
42 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. They play so bloody regularly. But yeah, I just hope now this fan base come together and focus on the real problem. That it doesn't matter who walks in through the door as manager. Until these owners are gone, we are going to keep reliving the same nightmare and merry-go-round over and over again, whether it be 8 months, 2 years, 4. And just look at the squad. The squad is weak.
How many wingers do we have fit now? Is it only Tell?
Just Tell, yeah.
Mate, like I said to you,
I'm going to say it. You're not going to like it, Ben. I'm going to say it. We need to get Sterling. I'm not joking. I'm not even joking. I'm being 100% serious. We need to go and give Sterling a 6-month contract.
Is that where we're at?
We are. What do you think? We are in dire straits. We don't have any wingers for the rest of the season. Kudus ain't back to April. Odobert's done for the season. Johnson sold. We have no choice.
We
said it at the time, and everyone was laughing. Everyone was laughing when we said it about Brennan Johnson. Why are you selling him on the 1st of January with no contingency plan? Why are you doing it? Everyone was saying, oh, 35 million was such a great deal for Brennan Johnson. 35 million, get him out. He does nothing. Well, he was our bloody top goal scorer last season. We've sold him with no plan whatsoever. And now we're in the mess that we're in. It happens every single time we sell someone without a plan. We always feel the comeuppance.
Ben, like I said to you when I came on the show as well, I think the business to selling Johnson for 35 million was actually good business. But I say that because...
No, it wasn't good business. It was
let me finish.
It was terrible business.
Let me finish.
Let him land.
The reason I say it was good business is what I wanted to see Spurs do is players that weren't in the first team regularly, rather than letting their contracts wind down, getting good money for them and getting them out the door whilst they hold value. That part they did well. What they have done horrifically is, like you said, they should have been, with him going out straight out the door, you would have thought, right, that means that money's going somewhere to a replacement. We waited, no replacement. Kudus gets injured and is out for months. Still nothing. Kulusevski has his injection, and obviously that hasn't worked. Nothing. We went in needing a left winger, and we've been left with no right wingers now with Odobert.
Yeah.
And so what I was saying, see, you interrupted me way too quickly, Ben. Shame on you. Shame on you, Ben. Selling him for the amount we did, I thought was very good business. How they acted upon that was horrific and pure edict.
Yeah, but look, you got to look at the whole thing. It's not good business until you bring someone in. If we sold him and there was a plan and we brought someone in the next day, fair enough. Even if we brought someone in on deadline day, fair enough. But we didn't. So it's terrible business. It's shocking business.
Value-wise, we got good money for him. But what that means for any other football club if they sell a player like him is the replacement is either A, already in, or B, they've got everything wrapped up and just waiting to announce it. We do it on day one with 31 days left to go.
Yeah.
Have a further right winger injured. The one that can play right wing, who's been out all season, delayed even further, and still no action.
Yeah.
That's the horrific part.
In terms, Brian and Sim, in terms of the free agent market, Raheem Sterling, Ryan Kent, Nathan Redmond.
Roy Kent from what? From
Ryan Kent.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso, yeah.
He's only 29, Ryan Kent. Where did he used to play?
Was it Rangers?
Yeah, that was it, Rangers. He's actually quite decent for Rangers.
But that was like FIFA 16 or something, I remember. It was a while ago.
Nah, he's only 29.
Okay. So he was well young. He was young back then.
What's his name? Jesse Lingard. Dele Alli. Dimitri Payet.
Payet. But says he's injured.
Yeah.
Oh, then there you go. That's his first sign. That's happening.
Alex Pritchard.
Alex Pritchard. That's a name. How old's he nowadays?
Alex Pritchard, 32.
32.
Gail Kakuta.
Kakuta.
He's 34.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. I would give Sir Sterling a 6-month contract and take a gamble, roll the dice, see if we can get anything out of him.
It's better than having no one, I guess. Bonaventura, 36.
Mate, what a sad state of affairs. What a terrible and sad state
You
of
know what?
affairs.
Fuck all those players off. Just get on the phone to Gareth Bale. I've seen how he's been speaking about Spurs recently. Go and tell Gareth Bale, come out of retirement for a few months just to help us.
Well, good. What? Then bring Klinsmann back as player manager. Maybe have a word with Gaza. Have a word with Gaza, bring him back. Check on
I'm telling you, Gareth Bale probably still better than all those players.
Oh, without a doubt, brother. Without a doubt. This is how sad things are. You look at our football, it is such a weak team.
We're not just looking for an interim manager, we're looking for an interim winger as well.
An interim
Mate, I think
winger.
we should go on Hackney Marshes. We're not playing this weekend. Go down Hackney Marshes and just find someone.
Well, wasn't there a story about back in the 90s of there was a FA Cup game where a team needed a striker for last minute and they put it on CFAX?
Mate, I can tell you who it was. It was Timothy Bazaglo,
Yeah.
and he scored a hat-trick against West Brom. It was the year we won the FA Cup, 91.
Yeah.
Timothy Bazaglo, who was a painter and decorator, who
We
knocked
need
West
to
Brom.
to put on a social media out. Can we get any wingers out there? Well, I think we need to
Yeah, but
scout
would
the
you-
ball. We need to scout the baller league. I think.
Yeah, but you know what?
Dago, apparently you were quite handy on the wing. Maybe you might have to make your way back to London.
Well, put it this way: the one great thing I have on it is I am left-footed.
Well, there you go.
I am a left footer. But honestly, I think Spurs medical team, when they do your do your medicals, take your reflexes, rather than using that little hammer, I think they've got baseball bats. They'll go right, and just go smash. What a sad state of affairs we are.
Get Mason
But
and
now-
Yan in. Get the arm around
Don't
Dele Alli.
rephrase that.
Come
Get
on.
Yan and Mason.
All right,
Don't
Yan
ever
and
put-
Mason.
don't put-
Get
never
the
put
arm
Yan
around
seconds.
Dele Alli, man. Dele Alli, save your career. You got a few months to do it.
How sad is it that we here on February the 11th, 2026, are talking about Tottenham Hotspur in this way?
But this is
game-changing
where we're at,
stadium.
Nagel. We got no manager. We got no wingers. We got no fullbacks. We
Mate,
got
the
nothing.
game-changing stadium could be league-changing, let alone game-changing. We are a sorry state of affairs, and it is dark, dark, dark days at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, really dark. I mean, I go back to that. He should have gone after the West Ham game, shouldn't he? He really should have gone after the
100%.
West Ham game.
100%.
When they had this meeting, it just shows how inept this board is. That they can't come to a decision. Yet, like I said before, if this was a business decision for Enoch or Tavistock, and a department of Enoch or Tavistock were showing performances like this, there'd be wholesale changes in an instant.
Yeah.
In fact, it would have changed earlier. But they couldn't come up with a decision. And Vinay's statement saying we're looking for quality and yada, 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 they still have time to fix it. And if they said, you know what, we don't trust, you're not going to get any more money because we don't trust you, then they should have dipped into the loan market for quality players, not the Hearts guy to help him. But no, we're just going to sit on our asses, not spend any money, waste this time, and then we're going to say, what was the point of January? As a Spurs fan, or Spurs as a football club, what was the point of January?
There was no point. I think we might have to use Sousa in the forward line.
Sousa's left winger.
And we don't have anyone in his position, his actual
It's
position.
sad. It's very, very sad, dark days. And as much as people go about the manager, he's gone. He's gone. It's done. Should he have gone? Yes. Should he have gone earlier? Yes. Shouldn't. Should. Was I wrong to think he was the man? Yes, completely, totally, and utterly. But make no mistake, the problems at this football club isn't the manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's never the manager. The manager is just another shield, another deflection. So let them wriggle away. And the sad thing is they know they can get away with it.
Yeah.
They know they can get away with it.
They will get away with it because, come the summer, we'll just about stay up probably this season. Come the summer, Pochettino's return, an easy win for the hierarchy and an easy way out, isn't it?
Yep. Everything, this is all calculated. This is all Edict Playbook 101. And it will continue to repeat itself, even if Poch comes in. Even if Poch does well in his first season, first 8, whatever. Like last time, he won't be back, or fans will start to turn. And we'll be right back where we are. And we will keep going on this merry-go-round with whoever the manager is, whoever the director of football is, until these bastards sell up. Until they are officially out of our football club, we are on this sick and twisted merry-go-round until they're gone.
Absolutely.
Good times.
Happy days, Brian.
Mate, never a dull moment.
Yeah.
Well, at least as well, you've got to do all your stuff about yesterday. At least there's something else to talk
I
about
don't even
now.
know if there's a point, to be honest.
Mate, I mean, yesterday was just atrocious. Do you know what? I didn't go to the yard because I weren't feeling too great after the extraction. And literally, I was just chilling, and I thought the game was kicking off at 7:45 or 8 o'clock. And I looked at it was about 1:45, so I was like, let me just check if Spurs are on. I checked my phone, and there was a thing, Newcastle dominant. I was like, we kicked off? So I turned over, and it was like 15, 16 minutes in, so I saved spared the first 15, 16 minutes.
You're lucky.
What a horrific game of football.
Yeah. Yep.
What a horrific game of football. And now we see where we go.
Yeah. Look, Brian, always a pleasure to speak to you.
And you two brothers.
Shame it has to be on such shit occasions, but we speak all the time anyway, so it doesn't make a difference.
Exactly. And now, at least now we've got 11 days where we don't have to think about Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see what happens. And do you know what? The only thing I will say now is, come to the NLD, there will be a vibrant atmosphere. There will be some hope.
We need it. We need it.
Just do something different.
We do. And I'm sure I'll be speaking to you again when we get a here we go for the next interim. Mm-hmm. Apart from, like I said, if it's De Zerbi, I will cease to exist until he's gone. But until that time, we shall see. I'll let you guys get on the rest of the show. Everyone in the chat, have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. And as always, Enoch out.